Carly Hogarth asks a question. I might be able to answer for everyone, but I wouldn't risk it. What is each of our favorite alcoholic beverage? My answer is that it varies depending on the surroundings, the temperature of, if it's a hot day, I don't really want to have a dark brown scotch, but that I could probably live with scotch for the rest of my life and somehow manage.
Keep going on,
guys.
I said you should do every season.
Also, I'm not I'm okay with having drinks in the sorry, I need a drink right now. No, drinks in the summer that are fruity and delicious and easy to drink, and otherwise known as dangerous. And I'll drink a beer, different kinds of beer. I like gin and vodka, and I like vermouth, and I like spirits of all sorts and kinds. What's that brown liquor that they just have shots of? You can't even
has problems
have any kind of a thing or something like that.
When
it's brown and you just shoot it one after the other. Dude, you should have gone on.
Okay. Michelle asked if you had any superpower, what would it be?
Ooh.
I'd have to say invisibility.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
And what would you do with your power?
Well, I'd mostly go to shopping malls and try on clothes.
You would hang out in the change room, is what you're saying.
I didn't say that. I just mean I would use my invisibility to try on clothes privately.
To sample clothes privately in front of everyone.
Without them knowing.
They wouldn't be able to see.
I would turn
you
invisible and eat something to see if you saw the food in you.
Ah.
Yeah, it's always a tricky one, invisibility.
I think I'd have laser eyes.
Yeah.
For obvious reasons.
That was always what I did with my first coloring books. Is I would just draw straight lines from everybody's eyes.
Really?
Not coloring, just draw lasers.
Look, he's looking at him. Guess his head's gone now.
There's two questions that the answer is absolutely for, and the first is from Hedley Trippin. Have you ever dated two girls at once? And the second is from Kaylee. Do you miss your family? Both answers are absolutely.
Absolutely. Do you guys ever feel strange when fans are crying at the meet and greets? Asks the Hedley girls. No, it's not weird when someone's crying. Ultimately, it's kind of flattering. But
it's confusing sometimes because it is flattering that someone would be overcome with emotion at the prospect of meeting you, but it's not like we consider ourselves any more special than they are. So it's a little bit confusing when somebody is overcome meeting you and you're just like, man, I think you just really want to convey to them, or at least I want to convey to them, look, we're just normal dudes. We're just doing what we do, and so happy that you appreciate it.
I tried to really just convey like a firm shut up, you idiot.
I have to hold in my own tears.
Here's one, boys.
Okay.
Jeanette asks, what is the hardest thing about being famous?
I don't think any of us are really very feminine. I don't think I don't understand the question.
Famous.
Famous.
I got a great one. Morgan Hogan asks.
That's great there. Leave it at that.
Good answer.
Great name, Morgan Hogan.
If you were on the show Man Tracker, who would you want for a partner? Well, my partner would be Lonnie, my bass tech, and we would dominate my Man Tracker.
Well, I don't think your Man Tracker would make it off the horse before his neck was slit.
He would be hanging upside down by his feet.
You just never see Lonnie. They'd see him at the start of the show, and that's it.
Yeah.
Like, he wouldn't collect the prize or anything.
It'd be me running through a field as a decoy, and then Lonnie would spring.
Guys, I was going to say that I think I'd be a pretty
Yeah.
serious asset to any of you.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, dude. While we're waiting for them to run off in the bushes, we'll be hiding in stealth. Make her away.
Playing pinball on our phones.
Man Tracker comes staggering back on the screen with a knife in his neck.
I found him
doing this.
I got a good one here. Amy asks, have we ever been completely wasted on stage?
No.
Well, that's not true.
That's not true,
That's
Dave.
me personally. You guys can answer how you like.
Dave, we've done shows, and they were a long time ago, but there were shows where we would have a shot break between every song.
You could count it on 3 fingers. They were the early bar shows.
And then broke the shot glass on my head.
You really?
He was the one time.
You broke a shot glass on
In
Tom's
Cape
head.
Breton, they were plastic.
Yeah.
Oh, the plastic ones.
Every time he did a shot, he'd smash it on top of my
Oh.
head.
Oh, that was the show in Cape Breton
Cape
at
Breton.
Smooth Herman's.
That's right.
And
Smooth Herman's.
Smooth Herman's, I believe, is pronounced
I think we
locally.
bought a paper towel machine that night.
Smooth Herman's. And so essentially what we would do is we would just have someone bring up shots between every song.
It
And
actually
there's
became
also
quite a long show.
there's a show
Yes.
we played, and I can't remember where it was. Oh, it was in Quebec somewhere. And it was a day it was a day we got into Quebec, and it was I think it was in like Joliet. I don't know where it was, but we were up at like noon, and we're like, we got a
Went
long
to the
day.
beer store.
Let's start drinking, and we bought beer at noon.
I remember that day well.
Jean-Pierre, I think.
I have no recollection of the show. To this day, I remember getting on stage, and that's it.
Nice.
I have no recollection of the show. Somehow we played an hour set.
I recall it was not a piano-heavy time of the band.
Most likely.
Yeah.
Am I proud of that answer? No.
Well, no, this is the Breakfast with Hedley is a truthful environment in which we expose ourselves. So, I got a good one here. Jody asks, "How does it feel when fans get your lyrics tattooed?"
Oh well, what an honor that is! It's such a special thing to have somebody make quite timeless your lyrics or a sentiment that you came up with. It's very flattering, actually, and quite often tastefully done.
Somebody wants to know what our fave food to eat on Breakfast with Hedley is. Kind of an orange guy, actually.
Orange guys. I'm a coffee.
Jake's always got a coffee on the go.
Yeah, I like.
But just 7 in the morning.
I like juice right off the top of the morning. Start with the juice.
I'm not really a breakfast guy.
Never been a breakfast guy.
No.
You know, that was always my... Actually, it's funny, harkening back to breakfast, this is always my favorite part of, like, when we were in a van. Like, we always end up stopping and usually having to apologize to each other about what we'd done the night before.
You say you're not a breakfast guy when I've seen you eat about 1,000 of those McDonald's breakfasts.
Well, that's the thing.
That's a great question,
Isn't
Chris.
that Thanks. You know what? I'll tweet it.
The thing is, whenever we stop and do breakfast together, I'll do it as a together thing, but I wouldn't generally get up and do it on my own.
Tom only eats for solidarity.
That's right. I only eat for peer pressure. What's your favorite type of pizza, Samantha Patterson asks? Number 25 at Andrea's restaurant in Langley. It's fantastic.
I gotta say, I'm a ham and pineapple guy to the end.
Are you really?
What's your favorite
But
pizza? Was that
not,
the question?
not the ham and pineapple. Excuse me, with the little pancetta style slivers of ham.
Mm-hmm.
You like the big thick
hash
slice?
browns. And not the ham and pineapple with the giant
Yeah, that's gross.
piece of flat ham too. It's got to
Flesh.
be like, I don't know, a good triangle.
I like the bacon chunks more than those, or sausage little bits. And I
Also
like the
very nice.
pepperoni green pepper mushroom. It's just over well done, you know.
Numero Pizza, which is actually a late night pizza downtown in Vancouver, is phenomenal. Sesame seed crust, the best, and open late.
That is good.
Open late. Maybe I'll get some after the show.
Oh, Nicole Sankey asks, "What are all the boys' favorite colors, including yourself?"
Ooh.
Well, I'm white, but I have a penchant for yellow, and I like What?
My personal favorite color would have to be of the green shades.
So new dad.
Green.
Green. Yeah.
Like,
That disease where things fall off.
no, more like a plant green.
So camouflage is your favorite
Similar,
color?
but more of a leafy green.
Like a forest.
Kind of like a forest.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
Forest of the trees, folks. Well, guys, I've once again learned more about you guys than I didn't know before. These are fun. Guys, thanks for sending in all your questions.
Thank you very much for sending all your questions.
Yeah, we really do appreciate it.
Please stay tuned. We will have some really exciting stuff coming up as we round this tour off. It's been an incredible tour, and we've been really lucky to be everywhere that we've been, seeing the people that we've seen. So stay tuned. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for the questions, and we will see you guys soon. Saskatoon tonight. I'm drunk.